Hey Cancer, this is Lee from Ephemerate Cartomancy, and today we are going to do your weekly love cartoscope for the 4th week of July. So let's see helpful information, guidance and support for my dear Cancer regarding their love life and emotional body for the 4th week of July, please. Okay. Frame stuff should be fun. New setup. Might take some getting used to. Oh, yeah. Okay, so first I'm gonna get the cards out. Hopefully within frame. Hopefully within frame. Pretty much in frame. You're right. Okay. Right. So, Cancer. Let's begin by saying, I love you. I always feel like saying that. Okay, so I am feeling a strong Aquarius presence, very strong Aquarius presence. Also some Gemini. Of course, your energy. I'm also feeling Scorpio. I am feeling Virgo energy. I'm feeling some Aries, Sagittarius as well. And I think that's pretty much it right now. Okay. So, there's clearly been some I'm hearing negotiating, okay? So there's been some negotiating here. You might have been negotiating with a person from your past, a love from your past. It could have been either in real life or perhaps in dreams, because I'm getting a very dreamy vibe, a very kind of dream hallucination-like vibe. I'm seeing very muted colors, kind of foggy, cloudy, sort of watery images, and it's not the art of the deck, beautiful as it is, right? So it could have been more of a dream, or it could be more of a fantasy you have of trying to get things sort of in order with someone, trying to get on the same page with someone. This is someone for whom you've been having feelings for quite some time. This could be an ex as well, because there is a sense here of a childlike connection, childlike affection, childlike love, even could be puppy love. But there is a sense of wanting to take things further, wanting to make it more serious than it was. Yes, it was fun. Yes, it was light. I'm getting a very light, very playful feeling. It kind of feels like it was almost a dream, like it was dreamlike. Perhaps that's why I'm getting that sort of foggy, watery imagery. It was dreamlike, it was fantasy-like. And I'm getting a very strong vibe of young connection, young love. So either you are young as we speak, and how lucky you are for that, right? Even though you may not be fully aware of it. Give it some time. You're gonna be more and more aware of it, right? But either way, there's a sense of either you are now young, you are now experiencing that fantasy, childlike, playful kind of love, or this is someone from your past and you are more mature, let's say, right? This is someone from your past, this is someone with whom you've had that kind of a connection, and it was fun, it was light, it was pleasant, it was joyful, and there's a sense of that you want to bring into your current life. It may involve you actually bringing that former love into your current life. It's also a possibility, though, that you would like to bring that sense of love, that sense of a relationship into a current commitment. This would be a serious relationship you have going on. It's kind of official, or it's very official, so you may be living together, you may be married, engaged, you may have children together. It's that kind of a commitment, it's that kind of a serious vibe. It's also a soul contract for some of you. And something about this connection doesn't feel quite as lighthearted for some of you. It's gonna be something of a rude wake-up call in some senses, because you love that fantasy, you love that romanticized vision of a connection, you love that picture perfect moment of laughing and making love and entirely enjoying each other's presence, and nothing and no one ever weighing heavy on your minds, that kind of a vibe. That's the nostalgia, that's the melancholy you're having for that kind of a feeling, that bubbly, pleasurable, childlike sense of enthusiasm, sense of joy, sense of pleasure. And it's not that you're not taking seriously the type of a connection you have right now. It's not that at all. It's simply the fact that you are, for some reason, contemplating and missing that light-hearted, joyful, playful sort of affection, and you want to bring that into the current connection, into the current commitment or soul contract you have going on right now. But at the same time, there's a sense of not really being able to make that happen. It may not be possible to achieve within your desired time frame. It may not be possible to achieve perhaps with this partner. Perhaps this partner feels differently or has a different love language and wouldn't necessarily vibe with what you are reminiscing, what you are missing, what you are hoping for. You have more of a playful spirit in the connection. You have more of an adventurous spirit. You're braver, you're bolder, you're more driven to explore, you're more driven to go beyond your known limitations, go beyond your known sort of map of the world, right? And your partner rather feels like more conservative, more kind of like an earth sign, to be honest, though we have an air card, but it feels to me like an earth sign. So there's a sense of I am enjoying, I am reminiscing, I am trying to make things a little bit more playful, like perhaps a little bit spicier. I have learned a lot from my past mistakes. I have learned a lot from past heartbreaks, and I'm trying to never make the same mistakes again. I'm trying to bring into our life everything I knew or experienced to be playful, joyful, pleasurable. And it's not met with hostility, it's not met with rejection in any way. It's simply a matter of, does this kind of a vibe truly work for my current partner? Does this kind of a vibe actually have a chance at taking root in our love language, because it feels to me like something more cerebral. Your current connection feels to me like something more grown up, more sophisticated. I would say less playful in a sense. It's not that it's not sexual, it's not that there's no passion there. It's simply more of a grown-up relationship. It feels to me like this is the kind of a person who comes across as very mature, like an old soul, even when they were very young, for instance. That kind of a person. And you love that. You love that stability. You love that steadiness. You love that very determined way of being with someone, that they have this very decisive, determined, steady, kind of constant pace to their life. There's a lot of stability there, and you thrive on stability. And yet every now and then there's a sense of, I would like a bit of a surprise now and then. I would like you to surprise me with something every now and then. And I'm not sure that's their love language. So you might want to sort of have kind of a discussion about that, you know, exchange ideas, opinions, try to see their point, try to explain to them your point of view, because they might take it kind of hard if you would simply come out and say it. I'd like things to be a little bit more playful or more lighthearted or more fun. They might take it the wrong way, and you really don't mean it in a bad way. You're simply looking to improve the connection you have. You want to make the most of it. You want to enjoy every little second of it. That's where you're coming from. There's no sense here of wanting to change them or wanting to change your relationship in the sense that it's not satisfactory or that you're looking for something or someone else. There's no question about that. You're very committed. You're very rooted. You're very decided on this particular partner, on this particular life. You've embarked on it already. So there's no going back for you, or you are not trying to go back on it. What you are trying to do is bring in all of that playful adventure-like vibe into this connection, because A, you miss it, and B, I think you might at times feel like you might not be doing enough for your partner for some reason, which is not true, by the way. Okay, so you're going above and beyond for them. There's no question about that. But it's kind of like you to always take it upon yourself to improve things, to make things better, to do more, to give more. So you're kind of taking it upon yourself to make this the best life you could have, make this the best relationship you could have, make this the best type of feeling someone gives you and you give someone, which I really appreciate about you and about the situation, and I think your partner also really appreciates it. They might not be able to show it in a way that you would truly receive as a message. There might be some sort of a lost in translation kind of I wouldn't say misunderstanding. It's more of trying or giving it time to kind of get used to each other's languages. I'm really getting a strong vibe of that. You might actually have a partner who comes from another country or another culture, or some different ethnicity of something, or something like that. They have different an actual different vocabulary in some cases. They might have a different first language. So that might be part of the miscommunication sense I'm getting. It's not a question of not being on the same page. You are on the same page. And in fact, you are going forward steadily, decidedly, clearly, and you are headed for family life for sure. If you don't have kids yet, I am seeing kids. If you already have one child, you might be contemplating a second or you might be receiving news that you're gonna have a second. There's a sense of incoming news, okay? So I'm getting a strong sense of incoming news. Good news. Let me just emphasize that, okay? Good news. So I'm looking forward to finding out what sort of news you're gonna get. There is a strong connection here for you. There is a strong connection. You have a very sort of instinctive, intuitive understanding of your partner, which to me speaks about being a good match for each other, right? Being on the same vibe, being in tune with one another. So there's no issue on that front. There's no issue on that front. That's what I'm getting. Let's see some more messages for you. Okay. Okay, so if you are together but you're not married, you might be surprised with a proposal, actually. If you are married, you might be surprised to find out that you're gonna have a baby. If you have a baby, you might be surprised to find out you're gonna have a second one. There's a sense of some information you're gonna come into this week. It's not bad news, okay? So this is the second time I'm getting the news message. This is not bad news. This is good news. This is news you've been waiting for, or news you've been hoping to receive. But it's not something which would have had a fixed date. So it's not like, I don't know, some sort of an official paper or something like that, which would have been released on date X. No, it's not that kind of news. Interesting. It might be news that someone was trying to somehow, I'm reluctant to say actually sabotage the relationship, but it could be that. It could be that someone could have been trying to sort of break you apart or kind of get between the two of you. I'm getting the vibe that you're going to receive some sort of confirmation or message that this person is not going to succeed. This person is not succeeding in getting between the two of you. And there might have been some lies, there might have been some gossip here, which was spread about you and your partner, or about your partner. Could be about yourself as well. I think that you're going to receive news that your partner isn't taking the bait, that someone in your close circle doesn't actually believe whatever sort of rumor someone is spreading about you. There is someone trying to hurt you, get you upset. You may be actively trying to fight off this person's influence right now, or you may have sort of an intuitive understanding about the fact that they are up to no good and that they are trying to spread rumors about you, lies, very clearly lies, okay? So what they are saying, I'm seeing it very clearly as lies, and I believe that everyone else is gonna see it as very clearly as lies as well. For some of you, this is someone who is very spiteful about your connection with your current partner. This is someone who is very petty, someone who is very small-hearted, small-minded, I would actually say as well. You don't really need to intervene here because your partner doesn't believe them. People around you won't believe them either. There's a strong Pisces element here. A strong Pisces element here. And they won't believe the lies. They won't believe the made up information, the rumor, the just mean, petty words being thrown around. Yeah, your partner won't take that bait. They won't take that bait. So you shouldn't try to fight it off as much as simply let things unfold. Let things unfold. Yeah, see, go with the flow. Find an easier path forward, surrender the outcome, release your expectations. You might be very afraid of the fact that should this person succeed in their goal, they would somehow influence your future, they would somehow truly influence your relationship, your connection, and this might be a twin flamey sort of connection for you. Not for all of you, but I'm getting the vibe that for some of you this is the twin flame connection. And this is not the separation stage, this is either the beginning, yeah, I'm getting the vibe of the beginning stages of union, where you might be a couple but you're not truly in tune yet, because that takes some time, depending on the connection, on the souls, on their experience. What I'm liking about your connection is it feels very wholesome. I keep hearing the word wholesome. A very wholesome connection. It's not breakable, it's not brittle, it's not vulnerable. You might be afraid of that every now and then, because we all are, right? Every now and then we get a little bit afraid, maybe. But it's important for you to heal that fear. It's important for you to heal that doubt, because that fear stems from a root of doubt. You need to heal that, you need to let that go, you need to release it, because it's dragging down your vibration, and by doing that it's dragging down the vibration of your partner and of your connection as well. Yeah. This may have happened to you in the past as well. Such a person, or actually this person might have attempted to do that in the past as well, and you're afraid that it would lead to consequences that such a thing led to in the past. But you need to heal that sense of, you need to heal that wound, you need to heal that sense of being vulnerable, because you are not, okay? This is not that kind of a connection. A simple breeze won't break it apart. It cannot. And this person feels like someone who is very envious of your connection, very envious of your life together, very envious of the future, clearly receiving you with pretty much open arms. So this person is very envious. They might actually want to get you or your partner for themselves as well. So they might be jealous. Okay. So if you don't have any kids, and you're gonna find out that you are gonna have kids, very likely to have a baby boy. You might already have a baby boy. So this would be confirmation that yes, it is you. I'm talking about precisely you. In some cases, though, this is more of a sense of starting fresh, starting anew, and there's a sense of youngness about it. You might actually be a divine masculine, identify as a divine masculine rather than a divine feminine, and you are just starting out on that connection. You are just starting out on that journey. You are just now getting acquainted, truly acquainted to your awakened divine essence. So there's a sense of being hesitant, like a child would be when they're learning to walk, right? Give it time, you're gonna learn to run soon. That's the way of things. See? Antelope. New pathways. Consider whether you are happy on your current path. And I would say that I believe you are, but you know, it's up to you. What I'm getting here is the fact that you shouldn't allow the fear of potentially being attacked, your happiness potentially being attacked, or potentially being challenged. You shouldn't have allowed that sense of fear to overshadow or darken your very bright horizons. You shouldn't let that have so much of a say, because in reality you are going to discover that it won't have much of a say. So whatever you're afraid might happen, I'm really seeing it not happening. So just let it go. Just focus on what you have in your life, on what kind of a connection you have going, what kind of a path you've embarked on. Focus on that and just leave petty people do their thing and ignore them, because they're gonna go away sooner or later. When they're gonna see that they cannot reach you, and they cannot, when they're gonna see that, when they're gonna understand that fully, then they're gonna take flight, because they won't actually enjoy being around your happiness and seeing it and not partaking in it, or not having their own version of it, though they could never actually have it because they're not on your vibe, right? But to each their own, right? Let's wish them well and hope that they're gonna grow up soon, sooner rather than later. So yeah, these were your messages for this week. If the reading resonated for you, please do hit the like button. If it didn't, hit the dislike button. If you feel you vibe with me, for which I'm very happy, sorry, gently tap the subscribe button somewhere around here and get the bells and notifications on and all of that, so you know what's going on the channel, because there will be some changes or additions rather soon. I'm not gonna give away more than that. Thank you for choosing to be part of my soul tribe this week. I hope you will choose to do the same thing next week as well. Until then, I'm sending you much love and light, and we'll be seeing you soon. Okay? Bye.